You know, some weapons are just great to have as a utility for something extra, and one of them is this legendary assault rifle, Oscar Mike. And more precisely, with his alt fire, you see, calls down a space laser dealing, in this case, 16.7k damage every 0.2 seconds. Now, to get access to be able to repeat a boss fight, basically another Encore mission, you need to do this side quest that will lead you to a boss called Genone. So it's a cool side mission. The actual location eventually of the boss are going to be right here. Alright, so this is the bigger map. And eventually you're going to reach this area, and this is where Genone are going to be. In this case, I'm using Moxie build. Very easy to kind of farm the boss. Just spreading the sticking rounds in very, very fast pace, and eventually just explodes after you finish everything. I'm just going to delete the boss. But I'll mention why I'm actually mentioning this weapon, because it's actually very powerful in certain aspects. Alright, so of course you need to try several times, you're not guaranteed to get them, but here we go, got one. Now the damage for the space laser seems to be fixed. So for example, this is an ultimate Vault Hunter 5. It won't of course one tap very tanky bosses, but it's going to deal massive damage. So you need to just hold it and then have it on the ground. And look at the damage, and it's very, very tanky boss, right? So having a side thing, just so you know, to dealing that extra damage can be great for certain builds. Not as a main weapon, but something just for extra damage. Just switch, tap, aim, and you're gonna can delete for many bosses, even one single bar with ease. Now, based on the icon, seems that this is radiation damage, but it's not mentioned on the description of the weapon. And if it's the case, seems like it's going to be very good against, for example, against yellow. Basically, it should be good against shields rather than flash, which I think fire is best against. Don't be confused, by the way, between armor and shield. Shield is blue, shock is good against it, but radiation is good against armor. This is Ultimate Vault Hunter 5, and you're going to see actually a good example here how it works. I'm going to try it out. This boss is actually not a great example because it moves a lot. Nonetheless, again, it shouldn't be great against red. It should be great against yellow. We're going to see it in a moment. It also moves a lot. Now we're going to see what happens when I use it against the second bar, which is yellow. It just deletes that bar. Take a look. Yeah, this is an armor demolisher. This is kind of one thing to have in your kit, just to be able to just delete this yellow bar. And then you can see Ultimate Vault Hunter 5. Again, this weapon, this is the secret of this weapon. If you just want to demolish armor, just have it in your kit, take it out, execute it, hopefully the right time when you're gonna get it. And this will just wipe out the entire armor of enemies. Especially, of course, against bosses and tough enemies. So definitely worth having this one in your kit, in my opinion. Again, can be very good against certain builds. Maybe you're using a weapon that isn't great against yellow, but you still want to use it or having fun with it or whatever. Having this one just as a utility weapon can be great. Thanks for watching.